My name is Hakiaj. Welcome to Hi guys, welcome to Glitch in the System Metal Arms, or Hi guys, welcome to Metal Arms Glitch in the System. This is a game that I used to play a lot in my childhood. So, the way I'm playing this game is using an emulator called Zemu, I think. You could find it pretty easily anywhere really, and there's a tutorial somewhere on the YouTube probably to download everything and stuff and how to set it up. I'm not going to be going over that. I'm just going to be going through gameplay, so I apologize if that's what you're looking for, but I'm going to be playing on normal mode because this emulator is not exactly the most stable. It gets quite laggy sometimes, and heck, even the cutscenes glitched out a lot. Now, I will also note that during a lot of the gameplay, there are going to be these black circles, like a shadow, black circle shadows, that just come out of nowhere as if you're holding a flashlight through a colander. That is just a glitch. I apologize, I don't know how to fix it. But yeah, we're going to be starting.
Over here! Zombie found something! What kind of droid is that?
I don't know. I've never seen anyone like him.
Let's get him back to Droid Town. The Colonel will know what to do.
Check out that strange marking.
Hey, Crunk, were you able to repair our mystery bot?
Of course I f***ing fixed him. It was a huge pain in the f***ing waistband, cause he's some kind of custom jobby, but nothing I couldn't handle. Some of his memory chips were fried, so he'll need a new data upload. But after that, he should be as good as f***ing new.
Huh. Does his ID chip still function?
Yeah, says his name is Glitch.
All right, Glitch. Welcome to the Droid Rebellion. Take our new fixer-upper to data upload and get him back online. Now, ladies!
Yes, sir.
Okay, just sit back and try to relax, Glitch. You might feel a little jolt, but that's just us restoring your standard droid databank memory.
Iron Star, a planet at the edge of the universe, thought to have been built from debris and space scrap by a mysterious race called the Morbots. While they've never been seen, it is believed that the Morbots still inhabit great cities at the core of Iron Star, where they generate the massive amounts of power consumed by the planet's inhabitants. None dare enter the Morbots' lethal domain, and the mere mention of their name evokes fears of mutation, mutilation, or worse, deactivation. Over time, the surface of Iron Star saw the droid race grow and prosper by mining vast amounts of the planet's plentiful ore. The ore allowed the droids to establish an advanced industrial society which thrived for thousands of years, until the droid's beloved Dr. Exavolt attempted to advance droid technology beyond its current limits, but his experiment went terribly wrong. An horrific explosion destroyed his lab and resulted in the creation of a powerful, sadistic military bot known as General Corrosive. The remains of Dr. Exavolt were never found, but his memory lived on to inspire the next generation of droids. The evil General Corrosive rose to power and led his army of mill troops to attack the droids, sending their once peaceful nation into a tailspin of terror and destruction. The droids that remained were cast into slavery in the factories and mines of their mill overlords. Those who refused were immediately deactivated and recycled. As fate seemed to cast a shadow over the droid civilization, a ragtag band of bots led by the heroic Colonel Alloy were able to carve out one last vestige of hope, a single city known as Droid Town. It is here that the droids make their final stand, calling on all willing and able droids to rise up in rebellion before it's too late.
Attention! The mills have infiltrated Sector 6 of the mines. All droid troopers report to the command center at once. Attention! Attention! All droid troopers report to the command center at once. Attention! Attention! Listen up! I
some badass can lickers front and center. The mills have busted through to our side of the mines and are about to come marching their rusted metal chassis into Droid Town. Somebody's gotta seal off those mines and bury those mills pronto. So, where are my heroes? Which of you brave troopers is up to the task? You're kidding me. You two are all that's left.
Sir, yes, sir. All the others are already out in the firefight, sir, or they've been, destroyed.
Yo, you gonna go for one more?
You got a screw loose, kid? What the hell do you know about fighting mills, newbie?
Nah, but you got any other options, Chief?
Yeah, well, learn fast or die trying. Okay, stick with Screwed and Hosed here. They'll show you what to do. And while you're down there, help out whatever droids you find along the way. You can always use some new recruits. Now get a move on!
I probably already put some sort of text at the beginning, but I do apologize for any background noises that I may have made during the cutscenes, and I do apologize for any future background noises during cutscenes. I'm very fidgety and tend to make a lot of noise. I do apologize. This is Metal Arms Glitch in the System.
Come
Roll
on,
credits.
Glitch. We've got to seal these mines to prevent the mills from discovering the location of Droid Town. If we seal these mines at the far
there's the
end,
circles
we
I'm
can keep
talking
the
about.
mills from taking any more ore. Let's take this lift down and rescue as many miners as we can.
I also apologize for any lag. That is not their fault. That is purely my my computer's fault, the emulator's fault, or OBS's fault.
With the grunt, so we can show you how to get out of here in one shot. All right, let's move it.
Use your left thumbstick to move and your right thumbstick to aim. Jump over these rocks and tap the A button once.
Ah yes, I forgot. You can, in fact, double jump. And there's a lot of ambience and background noises.
Come on, we gotta stop them.
There's a lot of ambience and background noises that I never noticed before when I was playing this in the original Xbox version, because I just didn't have the volume set high. But if you listen really closely, there's some ambience and there's a lot of fighting going on in the background that we can't see. You can see this
Come on,
fight.
keep it moving, Glitch. We gotta stop them.
As you can see, my game is lagging quite badly when I turn my camera.
All right, follow us. You can double tap your A button to gain the extra height you'll need to get up to that door.
I also apologize if I accidentally skip a cutscene. I'm so used to just skipping the cutscenes because I did in fact play through this game a couple of times just to make sure everything's working alright. And I do apologize if I accidentally skip a cutscene. I'm not going to play through an entire level again just to see it.
It's the mill grunts. They've taken control of the lift, and they'll be here any minute. Glitch, you're gonna have to use that mining laser for more than just cutting through rocks.
Yeah, unfortunately this weapon is something you're going to have to ditch very quickly because
Target
it's
the
a
enemy
very
with the
bad
reticule.
weapon.
When it turns red, use your right trigger to let them have it. Now take cover.
These mines are under mill control now! Destroy all
Take cover behind
droids!
this rock. Just blast them. You could melee if you want, but it does more limb damage than the actual. I don't think it's even possible to kill anything with the melee attack. Ah yes, washers, yes.
Plenty more where those came from. Some of these switches
And
will
this is
unlock
the
doors,
health.
but they require an activation chip, like this one. Use
That
your
is
Y
the
button at
chip
switch.
that
Then
you
we
get.
can move on.
You never really get to keep those blue chips. They're for they're mission specific or level specific. There are yellow chips that you could collect for multiplayer levels. However, it seems that I am unable to play those multiplayer levels with anybody else. I don't have anybody else to play it with.
Let's cover us. Blast the bridge down there before the mills can get to us.
And yes, as you can see, I took cover behind this little platform right here. And yeah, I don't know why I said that. I just did that. You saw what I did. All right.
Take this coring charge and throw it at
This
those rocks. The
is the coring charge. If you want to pause and read that real quick.
explosion should free those trapped miners.
This is going to be your main source of damage for the big majority of this beginning part, because they do very good damage and they're very common too. Here's your first secret chip that you find, as you can see from multiplayer levels. And there's some health over here just in case you damage yourself, which is very likely because the self-damage radius is kind of crazy with the coring charge. They do infinitely respawn, however, I am not going to wait there just to fill up another coring charge. Also, I am not going to be going after every single secret chip. If I see one and it's not too out of the way, then I'll go grab it, I guess. But if it's something like... if it's like you have to move a rock out of the way with a certain vehicle, then I'm not going to go after that one.
This must be where the mills broke
Just
through.
waiting for the threshold there. As you can see, there is a secret trip right here that you're going to have to fight these mills to get through. Yes, they are called mills, the enemy faction of this game, but the enemy type over there is called a grunt.
There's too many of them down there, Glitch. Let's take this zip line and zoom right over them. Double tap the A button to grab the line. You can use the left trigger as a brake to slow you down when you get near the bottom.
We basically never use the brake function. I don't know what exactly you use it for. Sure, you slow down when you get to the end of the thing, but you don't have to do that. So we're not gonna take the zip line though. We are instead going to fight these guys, and it might be a little difficult with just a mining laser. But then remember the coring charges I talked to you about. Throw a coring charge over here, watch it blow up, and then throw another coring charge, or just throw as many as you need to. Make it across, hopefully. There we go, and then you can just finish it off. They also have a mining laser, but it's like similar to that of a level 2 mining laser. Yes, these are upgradable weapons, as you can see by the text right there, if you want to read the text. The empty hand is just the same on both sides. Just empty hand for the description. Here's the secret trip. It's not too out of the way, because all these mills drop washers, so it's nice. It's nice to have as much currency as you can in this game. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the zip line, because just to show you how it works. Because there are places where you do have to use the zip line, and that's if you're gonna play this game, and that's if anybody's gonna watch this video. So yeah, just jump onto it. You can also shoot with it. However, there are some weapons you can't reload with it, that being pretty much all of them, except for like a few. You could also break, like I said, but a little too late for that. The weapons that you can zipline with and reload at the same time, there's 2 of them, I think, actually. Not
Grenade! Turn back, Glitch!
and that's a very iconic line. Tragic.
Glitch! We just got a flatline signal from Hosed and Screwed. No time for tears.
I guess you could say they're
You're on
screwed.
your own for now. Get the hell to the other side pronto. Try finding a weapon to cut those wires.
And he does repeat that phrase a lot if you don't find the weapon to cut those wires, which is right here. As you can see, I don't even have to say it, though its saw blades have little effect on enemies' health or enemies' energy level. They do inflict massive limb damage and can also slice steel cable. Don't ever use this for combat despite the limb damage. It's not worth it. And yes, as you see, to change your weapons, you hold B, and then you use the D-pad. I believe on the Xbox original, you could use the thumbsticks, but on this emulator, use the D-pad. Same thing happens with the grenades. You can hold X to do so. And you saw me there pushing the same switch button to reload my magazine weapons. So yeah, with the mining laser, for the mining laser, if you want it to recharge, as you can see from the bottom right, you have to have it out. If you unequip it, let me actually show you. If you do a bunch of firing, you unequip it, it does not recharge automatically, so you have to re-equip it, then let it recharge. I don't think I showed the best example. Maybe I was wrong about that. Maybe I've been deceived this entire time, but chuck a grenade, they for some reason won't duck out of the way. There's another guy right here. Or maybe he's in there, I don't know. But yeah, don't cut these wires, because then you could bridge across to this little vent shaft here. And hopefully not screw up the parkour. I screwed it up. I screwed it up bad. It's okay, because you can still go back around to it from the inside area, so don't worry too much about it. Just chuck a grenade here. Hurt myself. Fall through, and there's a ripper right here for ammo, which you really don't need. And there's
Due to the amount of old
also gonna be a
coolant
guy
left
here
in the
sometimes.
refrigerator, we will be cleaning it out at the end of each work week.
And yes, don't mind the flatulence that comes from the mills. They do that randomly. I don't know what caused the devs to add that into the game, but they did. Okay, so this is the door you're gonna enter through, as you can see, or you should have entered through, could have entered through, would have entered through. The reason why we took a left here is not to kill the dude, not just to kill the dude, but to come over here and unlock your main source of damage. Not the coring charge, but this weapon called the Spew. It's basically the assault rifle or SMG of this game. I think it's like an SMG more likely. Here's the description. And yeah, you're basically never using the mining laser again. So you have coring charges and the Spew. And plenty of ammo.
There's your clearance, chap.
I keep forgetting that I'm on normal difficulty, and I'm just charging in. Don't mind me, I'm just... So we got a secret chip. I mean, we got one of those blue chips. However, we do want to get that battery over there, because it adds an extra little bar to your health. See these computers right here? You don't have to do this now, but if you blow them up, sometimes they drop washers, but in these early levels they don't. In the later levels they are going to drop washers, and then you can use those to buy stuff. And as you can see, I was firing in bursts with the Spew. That is because the spread does get worse as you hold down the trigger.
Report to Section 8.
This is not the right way I'm supposed to be doing it.
Report to Section 8.
This is a later section. You really... I'm here for the secret trip, I guess. I didn't mean to come here for the secret trip, but we're here. Right there. And then we're gonna have a dude follow us, which, cool, I guess. Unfortunately, they don't. last very long because they just don't got a lot of health. And a majority of them will be holding mining lasers, which is this one right here. The very not so good weapon. Ah, here we are. Battery. Let's see. Secondary battery installed, which its energy capacity has been doubled. It does not double your capacity every time, it just increases it by 1. It's just that that's the first battery you get, so you get the idea. You know, you guys are smart. We go back in here, and we have a chip from earlier that we stole from that dude. Mr. Washer, I guess. There is a secret room, not really a secret room, but a room with a arcade machine. This allows you to take control of a mill, which you need a blue chip for. And you get to take control of one of these red mills, which has a level 3 spew. But we're gonna just throw it instead. Oh yeah, and if you turn around and activate this button right here, there's a secret chip. I did say I wasn't gonna go for the secret chips like intentionally, but that one was very possible. Spew is very powerful. Not only that, but since you get infinite ammo as it is, that's great. Yeah, your limbs can detach. Just you can remove these. And yes, you can still shoot them with your detached limb. It's just a bit difficult. You could also still reload. Wherever he was, I hope he dies. Not because I hate him, but because I hate him. Where'd you go, buddy? There you go.
He's over here!
Alright, and we did that with one busted arm, barely. Walk into this thing here, break the whole thing. And, yeah. Sorry if this isn't loud. I'll adjust next episode for this. Wait, they're grenades. Like that. Yes, these are, in fact, contact grenades, so if you do hit a direct hit, it will blow up immediately. If not, it'll take a few seconds. And I call this Buddy, because it doubles your firepower, literally. And I just throw it. That was bad, but whatever. And that was a lot of fun. This Buddy shoots the same weapon you have equipped. It's hard to tell with the spew because its hit scan visuals are pretty clear. Let me just take out the findings. And he goes away, unfortunately. Those are fairly common, believe it or not. I mean, they're not as common as washers or coring charges, but they're fairly common. They're a lot more common than a few of the ammo types of these weapons. This is called a replicator. It replicates basically a type of enemy. And you have to destroy them. Some of them are invincible, like the one we found in the arcade room, or that we took control of. And, there. I forgot what I was gonna say, but something about the replicators, I guess. Oh yeah, the buddies, I guess. The buddies, they will not throw grenades, neither will they replicate. There are certain weapons that they cannot, like, shoot, and grenades is one of them. That is called a leech. They are super annoying if you don't have the proper weapons. However, since you have a spew, and they get really close to you like this, just load, and it's dead. Yeah, they're kind of a pushover if I'm being honest. Grenades are going to be your best friend, specifically the core and charge. I hate blowing this hole over here, but like, it's just inevitable when you throw grenades. I don't know what you guys were doing this entire time, but yeah. Oh yeah, these guys have spews because they're cool. Instead of mining lasers. I don't know why the other dude we freed had a mining laser, but whatever. Let's get some ammo. I really don't need to because oh sorry, that's health. There's a crate full of spews somewhere. Well, I don't need to because the next part will give us more ammo, I believe. But there is a crate. There it is. Alright. That's inconvenient to say the least. Well, there's gonna be another group of enemies. Have a grenade ready. And oh, oops, sorry. There we go. And hopefully grenades. Leech, you can take over this view. These guys tend to be a little dramatic. They go no, whoa, all the time. Yeah, they're just dramatic, so don't mind them. Don't mind them. Okay, so here's the area that we destroyed this thing with that red mill. Here's the steam
This area is very unstable, Glitch. You better get out of there quick.
Yeah, don't worry about that. You are not on a time constraint whatsoever. You can just go back and pick up all the washers that you left behind as the red mill. Don't shoot those explosive containers because, well, you can. Just don't do it when you're near them. Because then you'll blow yourself up. I would demonstrate, but I don't really want to start back over from another checkpoint. Alright, once all those washers have been collected, you can drop down here. And then proceed to the next area. I think that's everything. Alright, let's go.
I'll get you to the far end of the
Surely nothing should go wrong, right? I don't think anything should go wrong.
You've got to find your way to the mine entrance. Our spies tell us that there you'll find the main ore processing machine. The blast from destroying that machine is the only thing powerful enough to bring down the mines. Hurry, Glitch! The mills are close to Droid Town!
Sir, yes sir. Immediately turn around, chuck a grenade at this rock. And there's a super chip. You don't have to get it, but there's also stuff back here. Golden washer, Ripper ammo if you're using that for some reason. Golden washers, I think, give you 20 washers. And yes, if you touch the water, you take damage. Like, a lot of damage. And some water, it'll kill you instantly, so you don't want to end up like that guy. And just chuck grenades over here. And yes, they do have friendly fire dialogue, which is, I find pretty fun, because a lot of crossfire happens in this game. That is quite a bit of fun. I'm going to show you how weak the mining laser is. I'm just going to hold down the trigger without any thought for firing it in bursts. There we go. As you can see, the mining laser is unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate case. Because you could do the same with a core and charge much quicker. And here is where you get introduced to one of the new vehicles, the loader. There's golden washer, shield, and health over here. And for some reason you hold left trigger to fire the weapon, and you use your right trigger to activate the claw. Kind of strange, but you know, it's their choice. These are called, I don't really know actually. I think they're called Snurks, and they're a baby version of an enemy you'll find a lot later that is much more powerful. As you can see, they are kind of weak because they basically have a mining switch on them. Oh yeah, the claw. You can grab things like enemies, and then you can just drop it in the water like this. However, be mindful, some of them do drop washers, so you don't want to lose all those washers in the water because you can't get back after that. There's an area over here, which is a secret. You'll get 3 things. Health, a secret chip, oh sorry, you get a golden washer, a secret chip, and the rivet gun. However, unfortunately this rivet gun is only level 1, and the level 2 rivet gun is where it starts to get better. It is basically the sniper of this weapon, of this game, but it's not very good as it's not very good at level 1. It's usable, it's just not as good as it could be. Oh yeah, also the spread getting wider when you hold down the trigger applies for many things, such as the loader and kind of forgot what I was going to say because that's just very inconvenient. Basically, the spread that gets wider over time doesn't just apply to the spew, it applies to many different weapons in this game. And I believe the rivet gun is also one of them, believe it or not. If you spam too fast, I think it gets more inaccurate. Same as the loader's machine gun, and everything else that I'll say later on in the video. Definitely shouldn't have me throwing baseballs. It would have been very convenient to have the loader here, because infinite ammo is kind of amazing. But, you gotta make do with what you got. As you can see, having to fight these snurks are very annoying. So I can use the rivet gun for it. As you can see, it's not exactly the best weapon. The later levels, the rivets actually explode, believe it or not, which increase damage by a very large margin. Very wide margin, sorry. But for now, we have it, and that's all that matters, I guess. And no loaders, so we're gonna have to make do with grenades and spew. Taking a little bit of cover too. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't bring the loader, because I always accidentally blow up this bridge, and it's kind of tedious to have to parkour over. These are the 2 traders that the washer tilt tools kept alluding to.
Hey there, sport. We're the border droids. You can call me Shady, and this here is Mr. Pockets. Don't ask why I call him that. Let's just say
I never did, don't worry.
Capiche? At any rate, we're purveyors of the finest in underground trade. Your one-stop shop for weapons, ammo, and other assorted, gadgets. Hey, if you bring the washes, we'll bring the goods.
You could get ammo, you could get new weapons, weapon upgrades, and glitch upgrades too. However, the 2 new weapons that you could unlock are
This scatter blaster has hardly been used. A good deal, alright? You know what I'm saying?
these weapons you find the next levels over, so I really don't recommend buying them at all.
Hey, look, I'm running out of gas here, so
Alright, but like, I would take the speed
don't
upgrade
expect
if I
me to
had
be
it.
here next time.
And they get very mad at you when you don't buy anything, which is understandable.
Attention all mills. Be on the lookout for a rogue droid. Destroy on sight. I repeat.
Yo! Okay, I guess he just went alternate eye. Where did he go? There he is. He just knew where I was, apparently. Nice. Wow. Oh, smart. Take that Also, I'm gonna say right now, don't be afraid to spend your washers if you want to. I mean, I say don't go for the weapons immediately, You can if you want to. I don't know why there's Ripper ammo here. This weapon to cut those guys. You could buy the weapons that I told you not to. Weapons I told you not to buy if you really want to, just for fun. I just prefer to save all of my washers for no reason in particular other than to have them, I guess. You can find many of the upgrades in this game for free, but the upgrades you buy from the barter droids, just you get them faster. Immediately turn to your left, there's a buddy over here and his speed upgrades. Speed boost. I don't know why we have speed upgrades. Shield. The buddy's not too particularly helpful because low ammo is not exactly the best thing to have. I could throw a grenade. I think it would be more optimal to just throw a grenade, but I mean, I'm not doing that for something. Yeah, let me do that right now. Yeah, great. Let me just throw a grenade spray. That was very awkward, to say the least. These are called det packs. They're basically C4. And they're quite powerful. Unfortunately, I only have a mining laser and no spew ammo. I don't want to use the rivet gun because I can't. I could use the rivet gun, it doesn't matter. I just don't like being one ammo, I guess. As you can see, it is unfortunately took like 7 rivets just. Or as they say in this game, dismantled, I believe. Deactivated. Just throw grenades. Oh, my health. Usually I would have more not rivet ammo, sorry, spew ammo saved up, but I am very wasteful with it, so, sorry, I forgot to put another one over here. As you can see, there are going to be these little things that, are highlighted. You can put a det pack. However, you need a det pack to put a det pack on the place where you need to put a det pack, so yeah. I'm kind of greedy. As you can see, if you tiptoe, or if you walk slow, if you just nudge the motion stick, the thumbstick, you'll do the little walk at the loading screen. That happens at the loading screen. I like it. It's like a tiptoe. Oh yeah, you can just put the last det pack there if you want to. I don't know why I'm going down here. This is a secret ship, and these guys don't drop washers. This guy drops washers, and there's a secret ship. You can't get that, by the way. It's gone. It's gone forever. You can't get it. Besides, you do regenerate all of your health for the next mission. However, I am going to divide this series into three missions, or 3 levels per episode. So, this is going to be the end of episode 1. Thank you for watching episode 1. If you are still here. I do plan to make this an entire series and beat the whole game, and perhaps I could do a few spin-offs, maybe, where I go for all the secret chips and show you where you can get all the upgrades for free. But as of right now, we're going to focus on the main game, And yeah, thank you for watching. Also, yes, if you beat a certain time, you get another secret chip. I didn't beat the time because I like to take my time most of the time. But yeah, thank you for watching.